So, hello, guys. A lot of misplace of priority in this country, and sometimes we beg for answers from questions which we pose to government officials, and they cannot really tell us. More recently, our Minister of Education, the Almighty Tahir, came out to say that Nigerian students will not be allowed access to university if they are not 18 and above. Where in other climes, in other regions in the world, people at the age of 21 have started professorship. And in Nigeria, saying someone is not 18, he or she cannot go to the university. Even those white and neck were trying to say that if a student is not up to 18 years, he or she will not be allowed to write NECO or WIC. That is preposterous. That doesn't make sense. It's not adding up. There are better issues for them to tackle. All they come to say now is just about not being 18 to go into the university. In fact, I don't want to say anything. Just listen to this.
It is proper for the children to go to school when they attain 18, but don't come and make it compulsory. Don't come and impose it. Initially, they said it was a matter of law. I asked which law. So you have to turn the JAMB Act upside down to be able to find out that the minister can give directives. So we have agreed it's a directive. So, Honorable Minister, what is your problem? What do you have against Nigerian students or children if they are brilliant enough? Dealing with a situation where our girls don't go to school, but they can be married off as on underage, and our boys are more interested in business, incubation, and they don't go to school. We're dealing with real issues, and then you are telling me that Nigerian children should be held down. Don't forget that we are in this country, and the legal minimum for entry into university in this country for a very long time has been 16 years. It was changed when the federal government adopted the 6334 system. We deceive ourselves. We are not going to take away the right of University Senate to determine whether the age of a child to enter university, even when he's exceptionally brilliant. We have data, statistics of young children who enter the university at 14, turn out at 20, they are graduates. They are medical doctors, some of them are professors. But in Africa, and particularly Nigeria, that leads the way back on a backward reverse terms, is to keep those children there until they are recruited to become child soldiers. Look, my critics tell me that I get emotional about these issues, but because I can't understand why a country, a president, a minister will sit down, leave 18 million children that are not in school, and then now begin to bother himself why children who are qualified to go to school should not go, but they should go and play, they should go and be watching video games and doing all sort of things. What a country, for goodness sake. But look, we should tell ourselves the truth.
Yeah, this is what I'm trying to say. There are pressing issues on ground that these guys are supposed to actually deal with, especially in the northern part of Nigeria. Apologies, please, but it's like most of the Minister of Education we've got from the northern part of Nigeria, they are taking Nigerian backwards. The last one that happened, Adamu, that was how he tried to wipe off history in Nigerian secondary school. I have never heard in my life that a country will just sit down and say the study of history is no longer compulsory in school. I have never imagined in my life that you have your people in the northern part of Nigeria who have refused to go to school, and instead of you to channel your energy towards seeing how best they can go to school, you are telling other people who love education not to go into university at the age of 16, 17. Maoga, I beg, if you don't know what to discuss on, please go and sit down. In the same northern part of Nigeria where you actually are coming from, people even at age 14, 13, they are allowed to go out and marry. Women, they have forced them to go and get married. You do not see that to fight against. I understood you graduated at the age of 29. But it's not a base point for you to tell every other person to graduate at the same age which you did graduate. Some of us actually finish school at the age of 29, 28, 30, but that is not a criteria that our children should finish school in such age. There are issues you should be pressing for. As the Minister of Education, tell your president, henceforth, every government functionary should not allow their children to go and school abroad. Look at Wike, the Saraki, even your own children, they schooled abroad and they graduate at a more tender age. So what are you trying to achieve? More like you are ganging up against Nigerian students, making them to finish school at the age of 28, 29, so that they will not have access to work in better organization. After all, they will tell you should not be more than 24 years with 4 years experience. Where do you want them to get 4 years experience even after graduating at 26? Because ASU will come up again with their useless drama, and children will stay in school for 3-4 years extra. Are you guaranteeing the students and their parents that there's not going to be strike in our tertiary institution in Nigeria? That is not something that you can say with your full hand on your chest that is not going to happen. Mr. Minister, please, there are better things you should do with your time. If you do not know what to do, tell people to give you an idea on what to do and how best to achieve quality education in Nigeria. You should be thinking of having exchange programs with countries like China, South Korea, Egypt, Israel, and other countries who are far better than us in technology. Indians, We should think of having exchange programs that's going to benefit Nigeria, not this kind of stupid thing that doesn't have value to Nigerian educational system. Guys, how definitely is, but please don't forget to subscribe, to like, and to hit the share button.